Giveu mine Mafio Winteto heat up Mahartafio Winteto. It focuses on peripherals and shuts down the keyboard. For casual gamers and half-workers, I think it's a better choice. The Wolf I have in hand is an F75. It was also the hottest keyboard among last year's 75 configuration. I can say it is bar none. It pioneered a high-spec, low-price entry. Only a customized keyboard for 199 yuan, and you can take it home. This forced other manufacturers to cut prices and increase features, making it a true benefactor in the keyboard world. With so many new 75-inch keyboard layouts released this year, so, is the F75's value and recommendation index still as high as last year's? First, let's look at the exterior. I bought a folded switch, add a sea glue black for a gradient black color scheme. Personally, I'm already a bit tired of light colors, so I chose this one. You can see that the black sword wall still has a nice texture. You won't get that cheap and good quality feeling. The king of competition is still the king of battle. The overall layout is quite compact. The light in the upper left corner can be customized. You can switch between FN and Shift by holding down. This lamp, it shows that there are 3 modes. The knob in the upper right corner has relatively light pressure and weak marking sensibility. However, the knob's oscillation is actually quite well done. Because of the knob, so features like home insert were removed. Some game settings might not even be pressed a few times a year. These buttons are not as practical as the volume control knob. This knob isn't just for adjusting one function, it's multifunctional. You can switch modes by holding down this knob. Determine the mode by the lighting between the Win key and caps. The Win and caps keys are lit green, and if it flashes 3 times, it means the knob is here. It is a game mode. You can use its rotation to adjust the brightness of a light. If the light is blue and flashes 3 times, that means this knob is a half-bow mode. It can be used to adjust the volume. However, the F75 comes with a game mode built out of the factory. I said that once I got it, why does adjusting the volume never work? I turned the knob. He was actually changing the lights for me. Turns out it's actually a multifunctional button. I think this multifunction button is quite good. But you are factory in game mode. I don't think it's good. I suggest replacing the factory standard with an office mode, which would be better. After all, most people use a knob to adjust the volume. On the back of the keyboard, it features a Langzhou brand. On the front is a 2.4G receiver and a USB switch. There is also a mode toggle switch. The style is quite simple. But I think this storage compartment could be replaced with a magnetic dustproof type. And it's beautiful. Of course, this is already last year's Xuanwang keyboard, so I really can't ask for more. Inside the keyboard is a yellow Gusky structure. A 5-layer sandwich cotton solution is used. The PCB also uses a single key slot. The pressure deformation in the middle part is quite good. These keycaps use PPT material side keycaps. Wear resistant and not oil resistant, combined with its lower light position. In the driver mode, change the lighting mode to music rhythm. This effect is simply amazing. Let's immerse ourselves in it first. In a moment, this light show, 3 years and 6. Holmonsensi Zoyor fast that night I took 5 seconds to fall in love in 2 more to make you mean. Subtitle Volunteer Yang Chanqian. How would you rate this lighting performance? The F75 has 3 switches. For this gradient color scheme, it's equipped with a Reaper switch. The feel of one of its buttons is not much different from the switch. It belongs to a linear axis. First, listen to the typing sound of this Reaper switch. What about the Reaper girl? I don't think it's that high fail. I think this switch is actually quite suitable for gaming. Of course, what about Ice Sail switches and Starry Night switches? I've experienced it myself. Let me briefly summarize the choices for these 3 axes. For gaming, I think you can choose a harvesting axis. Like Hi-Fi Mahjong Camp? Just buy an ice switch for sale. The Light Moon switch is a well-rounded game with strong overall strength and is relatively hi-fi. But it's also quite suitable for gaming. When choosing, you should still choose based on your looks. And there's another use case. It's better for you to choose. The F75 comes standard with only a 4000 mAh battery. Last year, this was a standard 4000 mAh battery. This charging frequency is quite high. I think this might be its only drawback right now. There's one thing I have to tell everyone. If you're new to it, and if you use a 2.4G connection, you might end up like me. Can't find where the battery level indicator is? At first, I thought the light strip in the upper left corner was a battery indicator. For this, you need to connect to 2.4G wireless and press FN+B. You can see your battery level from 1 to 0 on the number key. Each key is about 10% of the battery. You can see that I should be fully charged right now. This hidden feature and the multifunctional knob are quite good. However, for some beginners who have just started customizing keyboards, it might be hard to find. After watching the video, you should know how to do it now. When this keyboard first launched at $199 last year, it's practically a blockbuster product. I could only buy it this year. I didn't expect the Peak F75 to start with the phone. This year, it's also quite good. Choice. At 199 yuan, it comes with the specs and quality. I don't think many manufacturers are willing to play this competitive with the Wolf Clan. So for an entry-level mechanical keyboard, I have a relatively high recommendation rating for this keyboard. Okay, that's it for this video. If this video helps you make a choice, please kindly follow, comment, and follow. Thank you for your support. See you next time.